Coming up on News Central 34, Central Michigan University announces its new Associate Vice President of University Communications.
And a Shepherd man faces felony charges after attacking his wife with a meat hook Monday.
Now in high definition, Mount Pleasant's own News Central 34 at 5.
Good evening, I'm Kiara Lancaster.
And I'm Brittany Kuhn. Our top story tonight: Central Michigan University has announced its appointment of Sherry Knight as the Associate Vice President of University Communications. Knight, who has been serving as the Interim Vice President of University Communications since May 2012, will replace Renee Walker, who resigned from the position earlier this year. Knight is a CMU alumni who has led Knight Writers, a Saline-based executive communications firm, for the past 16 years. She has worked as a communications department leader for Ameritech Michigan and worked as journalist at both the Annapolis Capital and the Jackson Citizen Patriot. As the Associate Vice President of University Communications, Knight is the university's chief spokesperson.
A 37-year-old Shepherd man attacked his wife with a meat hook Monday, fracturing her skull in 2 places after being served divorce and eviction papers. William Wilfong pleaded no contest Tuesday to attempted murder and 5 other charges before Isabel County Trial Court Judge William R. Rush. He remains in the Isabel County Jail in lieu of posting a $600,000 cash or security bond. Besides attempted murder, punishable by up to life in prison, Wilfong faces charges of unlawful imprisonment, assault with intent to commit harm less than murder, possession of a weapon with unlawful intent, and felonious assault and domestic violence. That could add up to another 30 years behind bars. Wilfong faces an initial court appointment today and hearing in the divorce case on December 18th.
Many college students find it hard to make money, especially in today's economy. Donating plasma, collecting bottles, and delivering pizzas, students are always looking for ways to make some quick cash. In the first part of a 2-part series, News Central 34's Mason Flick takes a look at a marketing company called Vima that claims to help students make money by selling and promoting their products.
Millions of college students consume energy drinks to stay awake and keep focused throughout the day.
Popular energy drinks like Monster, Red Bull, and Amp occupy the refrigerators of many. But new to the energy drink game, Verve Energy.
The Arizona-based Vima Nutrition Company owns Verve, as well as a few other products aimed at the younger generation. But what sets Verve apart from the rest? How they get their product into the hands of the consumer.
To create a formula and an opportunity that would help people improve their physical health and their financial outlook.
Vima takes a different approach to marketing. Instead of paying millions of dollars to advertise nationally, they go back to a more traditional form of marketing.
It's all word of mouth advertising. That's why we're getting paid. You know, think about Red Bull, who spends millions and millions of dollars on commercial advertising using billboards, commercials, sponsors, ads, whatever. Our company spends nothing and pays us to do it directly for them.
Mid-Michigan Community College student Austin Woods started with Verve 5 months ago. Now, he rakes in over $1,000 a month just by marketing Verve Energy. To do this, Woods recruits other college students to join and take part in what he calls an opportunity.
Wages are staying the same while tuition is increasing. How are we ever supposed to pay for school? You know what I mean? So here's a different way where you don't have to go work for Subway, you don't have to go work that $7.40 an hour, job and make that minimum wage that doesn't pay for anything. Here's a different way to do it, and you can make as much as you want.
CMU sophomore and 8-month Verve partner Alex Sokol also raves about the simplicity of Verve.
People are starting to realize that this is an easier way to make money, and it's a more fun way to make money, because what you're doing is you're just chatting with your friends like normal. You're telling people about this, and you can get paid through doing that.
Sound too good to be true? Both Sokol and Woods say the team aspect of Verve explains their success.
We have a team here at Central Michigan that it has about, I would say, almost 50 kids in it now. And that includes people in the dorms, a lot of the guys over at Sigma Chi, a bunch of different groups of people. And what we do is we all try and reach our own markets.
It's like team marketing. You're literally only as successful as the people in your downline. So if this kid is not doing so well, you need to be the success coach and help him out.
Still not understanding the team concept? VEMA founder and CEO BK Barreco explains.
You have a left side of your team and a right side of your team, and since it's only 2 teams to build, this creates excitement as new brand partners join one after the other on 2 lines of the team.
So why can't you find Verve in stores? Well, as Sokol explains, what he does more so revolves around marketing the product than actually selling it.
It's a business company, but we're really not selling anything. We're just telling people about this opportunity, and they can take it how they want it.
And because the Verve program just reached the surface, the people who join now, Sokol says, can expect big results in the future.
We are literally in the beginning stages of this. It's the top 0.01%. There's like, I think 150,000 people nationally that do this. If you were to double that number, people would be making ridiculous amounts of money.
But like Wood says, many students join Verve as a backup plan in case they don't find a job after college.
Think about it, we're among thousands of other kids all looking to one day make money. What is it, a 53.7% chance that we're going to get a job using our degree? You know, why not do something in the meantime to help pay for school?
Woods and Sokol constantly work to get an official club for Verve here at Central Michigan to expand the brand, the team, and the network of Verve Energy. Reporting in Mount Pleasant, I'm Mason Flick, News Central 34.
Getting involved with Verve has benefited many students here at CMU, but there is another half of the student population that chooses to stay away. Tomorrow, Mason Flick investigates why some students oppose Verve and how some even say it's a pyramid scheme.
State lawmakers say there's a good chance the Michigan legislature could make some changes to the state's medical marijuana law by the end of the year. In 2008, Michigan voters passed the Michigan Medical Marijuana Act, which provided a framework for the use of marijuana for medicinal purposes by people with debilitating conditions. Patients must have a doctor's endorsement and be registered with the state to receive any medicinal marijuana benefits. However, the law has been criticized as vague and difficult to work with. According to the Morning Sun, last week a Lansing judge threw out a drug dealing charge against 4 employees of 2 medical marijuana facilities, saying they were following a law that needs clarification. Lawmakers could look at a proposal that would better define the relationship that patients would have with doctors who endorse the use of medical marijuana, as well as better defining how marijuana can be transported.
Jackson County citizens will be able to rest easy now that criminal enterprise creator Ricky Wheeldon has been sentenced. Wheeldon is going to prison for at least 29 years for conducting a criminal enterprise in 8 other crimes. In November 2010, police seized about 450 items, including construction tools, motorcycles, and more than 80 firearms from properties connected to Wheeldon. He was accused of profiting from the stolen goods and would pay people in drugs and money to steal the items. Police arrested Wheeldon in October. However, he failed to return from a lunch break at the end of his jury trial on May 1st. He evaded authorities for almost 6 months while free on a $500,000 bond. Bounty hunter Dwayne Chapman, better known as Dog, and his wife Beth came to Jackson last month to assist in the search for Wheeldon and were both present for his arraignment. Jackson County Circuit Judge Thomas Wilson sentenced Wheeldon this morning to 24 to 50 years in prison. According to MLive, first Wheeldon will serve a mandatory 5 years for using a firearm to commit a felony, and the 24 to 50-year sentence connected to his second firearm conviction will follow. Wheeldon is also facing new charges in Jackson and Ingham counties for alleged offenses connected to his fight and arrest, which could extend his stay in prison.
Yesterday, we aired our first installment about how career service benefits all students. This time, for our second installment, Rochelle Spence sat with career coach Eric Simon to discuss what he provides helps with the most.
Even though Simon's time here at CMU started this semester, like Tori Stevens from our first piece, he too works with all kinds of students. But in addition to giving students career guidance type resources, one of those entails e-recruiting, which happens to provide students with the largest website database for making the next step in their college career.
E-recruiting is just a system where we have all of our job postings, internship postings, and employer contact information. So we always direct students to that resource to connect with employers to find opportunities, but also to learn about the events that we have going on campus.
So what if a student utilizes e-recruiting, but now needs help landing the internship they want?
Basically, we help them to find keywords on how to search for an internship, but then also strategies on how to network with employers and define positions and apply to those.
Once an internship gets acquired and then finished, how does Simon keep track of the good and bad internship sites?
Basically, we listen to our students' feedback, and we also talk to employers to see if we have to even let them onto the e-recruiting system. If we feel that they're not going to be valuable to our students, we don't let them onto the system.
Willer recalls a representative coming into one of his classes and talking about the multiple benefits they provide.
Originally, I found out about Career Services because a representative from Career Services came in when I was a freshman into one of my business classes and gave a little presentation on the different services that they provide, how they can help us find internships, jobs, build resumes, write cover letters, and different things like that that we need to do to get a job.
Willer also offers advice to incoming students about CMU Career Services.
Definitely get into Career Services as soon as they can. Start building your resume, working on it, and going through it and critiquing it, making sure it's formatted correctly. That way it looks good for the recruiters, and then also utilize the other services that Career Services offers. Getting on e-recruiting, looking for the jobs that are posted on there, because that's only available for students and CMU alumni.
If any student needs advice from a Reach advisor, walk-in hours start Monday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and then Tuesday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on a first-come, first-served basis. In Mount Pleasant, Rochelle Spence, News Central 34.
For more information, you can visit www.careers.cmich.edu. And coming up after the break, I'll give you your weather forecast. Stay tuned. Angus T. Jones' days on the set of 2.5 Men might be numbered, but has he turned to Uncle Charlie for help? I'll have more coming up in entertainment.
In 1977, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European Pro Golf Tours, 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the US Open twice, 1 in 1.2 billion. The odds of him having a child diagnosed with autism, 1 in 88. Ernie Els encourages you to learn the signs of autism.
Are you getting this, honey?
Oh, prime time. We are rolling.
All right, Mama's gonna bring it home. Mama's gonna bring it home. Okay.
Come on, watch this guy.
Oh, backwards.
Oh, don't. Oh.
It went into Bob and Carol's yard. Oh, no? Okay, here it comes.
Oh, no!
Challenge your kids to be active and eat healthy.
All right, let's see what you can do. Let's go.
They might surprise you.
Let's go.
Search We Can for more ideas on how you and your kids can get healthy together.
But it would be safe to keep your distance until
No secret that will make you smile.
reliable sources say that chicken soup has found their way out of this.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Shelters are the best places to find a new pet.
What a perfectly beautiful little lady.
That's where you'll discover healthy, loyal, and loving animals.
Cute little rascal.
Eager to become a part of your family. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet.
Oh, ladies first.
Be that person. Adopt.
This is living. Hey, kid.
To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
How you doing? My name's Steve. My family's lived in this neighborhood for years. Recently, things got so tight, we had to go to our local food bank for help. I lost a lot of sleep worrying about what the neighbors might think. That is until I saw them there, too. How'd I do, Steve?
A little stiff. You could have done a little better.
What? Come on. You know, I have an Academy Award.
Yeah, but not for playing me.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
Welcome back. Looking at our Doppler radar nationwide, we can see we had clear skies. To the west, we see a little rain, in northern a little snow, but for the most part, our nation was pretty clear today. What's happening for tonight? It's going to be chilly, so make sure to bundle up. Also, it's going to be mostly cloudy, but when it hits midnight, we're going to see some snow showers and some freezing drizzle. Current temperatures, Mount Pleasant is right in the middle at 45, a little bit warmer in Grand Rapids at 47 and Milwaukee at 46, but then we got, again, really cold in the UP and Esplanade. We have 30 and 28 temperatures. Current sky conditions, we are seeing some sunshine today, but mostly cloudy. And our high of today was 47, a low of 27, which is right around our average temperature, but nowhere near as cold as our record, which is at 5 degrees, so we can be happy for that. And our forecast radar, throughout the night, we're going to see some clouds, and it's passing through, and then by 8 o'clock on Saturday, we should be clearing up. For tonight's forecast, like I said, it's going to be cold, so make sure you bundle up. It's going to be 28 degrees, and we're going to see some rain and some snow. And our 3-day planner, we have the high of 27 tomorrow. It's going to go down to 34, and then it's going to get colder at 24. Looking at over the weekend, we have a high of 41, a low of 27. On Saturday, we're going to see some snow and rain mix with a high of 37 and a low of 30. And it's going to warm up a little bit on Sunday with a high of 45 and a low of 30. And that's all for weather. We'll have some more for you later in the broadcast. We're going to throw it back to Brittany.
Thanks, Kira. Lindsay Lohan is back to her old ways. The Liz and Dick star has been arrested again in New York City. Mariah Harrison has the details in your entertainment report.
Lindsay Lohan must have been all riled up after rocking out with Justin Bieber in Madison Square Garden, because E! News reports that the Liz and Dick starlet was arrested earlier this morning after allegedly punching a woman in the face at a New York City nightclub. Tiffany Eve Mitchell is the victim, according to the NYPD, a tourist visiting the city from Florida. Cops arrested Lohan around 4 a.m. and charged her with assault, but she was released about 4 hours later. Lilo, who is 26 years old, has been arrested a whopping 23 times since 2007, and from the looks of it, she shows no signs of slowing down. And just when it seemed like the world was condemning ex-Sesame Street puppeteer Kevin Clash, a former Flame jumped to his defense. Jason Murray, a teacher who dated Clash in 2004, told E! News that Clash is not a villain and has a good heart. There is a 23-year age difference between the two men. Murray likened the situation to Hugh Hefner, saying he dates younger women, Kevin likes younger guys. And by now, you've either watched or heard about the not-so-nice comments made by Angus T. Jones about his sitcom 2.5 Men. Though it looks like Jones may be out of a job on CBS, Uncle Charlie may have an offer. Charlie Sheen told ABCnews.com that, quote, "My former nephew is welcome at the Goodson Anger Management Home anytime." Can you say family reunion? The only missing piece of the puzzle is John Cryer, who has yet to have a public media meltdown or badmouth the sitcom, but only time will tell. And Donald Trump has found his niche on Twitter. The Donald, who has famously used the social networking site to support former Republican presidential candidate Mitt Romney and to squabble with celebrities from here and there, must have seen Gabriel Aubry's new shiner given to him by the current fiancée of his former Flame, Halle Berry. The Donald tweeted that Aubry should learn how to fight, and there's always drama with Halle B. I'd watch it, Donald. You see how Aubry ended up. That's all for entertainment. I'm Mariah Harrison.
And now we're joined with Chris Gamboris, giving us our sports. What do you have for us today?
Well, coming up, I'm going to talk about the men's basketball team and how they did yesterday, and also the women's team and who they have tonight in a big game. So stay tuned for more.
It's that time of year to start decking the halls and think about how you're going to hit the gym after everything is said, done, and eaten over the holidays. But one new gym is particularly exclusive. This and more coming up in your Health Beat.
Really? Buzz, what's up, man?
You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
My dad's one of the producers.
Bring this one.
Sit with me, imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. 'Cause every kid across the nation deserves a book to read, and we can make it happen right now.
No, I don't know what you've been told, but kids with books learn so much more.
So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child.
So let's join hands, book people unite,
Unearth hidden passion.
Come on, we'll have a good time.
Planting seeds of inspiration to motivate some magic.
To change the writing on the wall, writing on the wall.
And make a difference. One book inspires a child. One book can be the first little thing that helps to change a life.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Up to 40% of businesses never recover after experiencing a major disaster. Make a plan at ready.gov/business.
Do your part. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank today.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're going to be hanging out a little bit more.
Welcome back. Central Michigan had little answer for Bradley's inside scoring game as the men's basketball team got handed an 82-65 loss last night at home. Turnovers were key as Central turned over the ball 13 times in the first half, as the Braves only gave it away twice, letting the Braves score beyond belief, as the first half ended 40-29, going into the break. Kyle Randall poured in a career-high 21 points, including a 9-for-9 performance from the line, as 5 Braves reached double figures, led by Tyshawn Pickett's 17 point and 13 of which came in the half. Central will now play Niagara at home on December 2nd at 2 p.m., so tune in for that. Tonight has a big game happening inside McGurk Arena as the women's basketball team will face off against Notre Dame, who is ranked 5th in the country. Central is 2-2 this season and coming off a big win for the first time at home last Friday against South Dakota State in a big 88-62 win. This will be the first time in program history that the Chips have hosted a team ranked in the top 5 nationally, and both teams have won one of the toughest schedules in the country, as Central must play Notre Dame, then travel to Purdue on Sunday, who's ranked 14th. The Chips are in a stretch where they will play 5 straight contests against opponents that have appeared in the NCAA tournament last season. CMU has only won once against Notre Dame, and it was back in 1983 in South Bend as the Chips won in a close contest of 72-69. But the last few times Central has beaten ranked opponents came when they were at home, most recently being Purdue last season. The game will start at 7 p.m. in McGurk Arena as CMU has averaged 76.4 points per game over 23 contests since McGurk Arena was reopened in 2010. and the Chips are also 17-7 at home since the reopening. According to a news release on GoBearcats.com, Central Michigan women's head coach Neil Stafford has accepted the same position as a soccer head coach at Cincinnati. Assistant coach Ian Carey has been assigned the Chippewas' interim head coach role as the athletics department conducts a national search for the permanent replacement. After 2 successful seasons with the Chips, Stafford led CMU to a 15-7-1 record in 2012, earning a Mid-American Conference West Division regular season title and the MAC's first at-large bid into the NCAA tournament. And in 2011, he guided the Chips to a 15-3-3 overall record and mentored a defense that allowed the 4th lowest goals per game average in the NCAA Division I. Hopefully a new coach comes soon and the Chips get back on schedule to get the NCAA tournament next year. And that's what I've got for the local sports.
Well, thank you, Chris. We've all heard that excess belly fat increases the risk for heart disease and diabetes, but new research finds it can also hurt your bones. Rachel Stanley has your health beat.
More than 37 million American men are obese, and we've all heard about the health problems associated with carrying excess belly fat, including heart disease and diabetes. New research presented at a meeting of radiologists reveals that excess deep belly fat can also weaken men's bones. Obese men whose fat settled as deep belly fat had weaker bones compared to obese men whose fat was distributed under their skin. And men with more muscle mass had stronger bones. There are simple actions men can take to fight the negative effects of belly fat. Topping the list is losing weight. Limit calorie intake and burn more calories by performing daily physical activities such as walking. It's also important to build more lean muscle mass. Working out with weights can help with this. The study showed that men with more muscle had stronger bones. Plus, lean muscle increases the burning power of your body's metabolism. And the battle over a key requirement in the healthcare reform law gets new life. The Supreme Court had ordered a federal appeals court to take another look at whether a provision of the Affordable Health Care Act violates religious freedoms. The ruling stems from a pending lawsuit from Liberty University. It argues a part of the reform would lead to taxpayer dollars funding abortions and contraception, a claim the Obama administration rejects. No word when the court will revisit the issue. And gym memberships usually soar in January after waistlines expand during the holidays. But one new gym is particularly exclusive. It only lets in people who really need to work out. One Dallas gym doesn't cater to the fit, but proudly to the fat. Before anyone steps inside Downsize Fitness, they must step on the scale. The gym is only for the obese, those who need to drop at least 50 pounds. The owners realized fitness clubs often scare people away who need the most help. The equipment is designed for the big, no mirrors and frosted windows, all for privacy. And in case you're wondering, members who do lose weight are welcome to stay to inspire new recruits. That's all for today's Health Beat. I'm Rachel Stanley.
Coming up on News Central 34, find out why Mitt Romney had lunch at the White House with President Obama this afternoon.
And the holidays bring about decorating and seasonal parties, and that cheers leading to distractions in the office.
It's Timothy Green's first day at school.
What's in there? He's about to fall over.
Anything he might need. There's a box of tissues on the bottom and some Band-Aids. There's a whole first aid kit, actually.
Mom, I can handle it from here.
You don't have to be perfect
Have a great day.
That's too much pressure.
Have the day you have.
to be a perfect